Good morning.
Because you're annoying.
It is. Well, I'm annoying you.
No, the cat.
Oh, the cats are not the cat. Oh, you're on screen. Hello. You want to say hello? Good morning. It's 7:20 in the morning. I thought I'd start the vlog at a sort of morning time rather than sort of halfway through the day today. Dad is up and he was supposed to be going into work today, but he's actually going to take the day off because he's feeling so horrible still. And Phoebe is here opening her advents. She doesn't wish to be on camera this early in the morning, and I don't blame her looking at myself in the screen. And I am here. Lilia will be down in a moment. She normally does a bit of yoga in the morning before she comes down. And I woke up at about 3 in the morning with a really sore throat. It is the curse of the vlogging month that the lurgy appears. So I've just taken some paracetamol. I'm too busy. I've got too much to do this week. And I'm on leave to be sick. So we're not having it, all right? I've taken some paracetamol. I'm having some tea and we're going to pretend it's not happening. And it's just going to go away. I have a very long list for today. And it starts with editing and drinking tea. And opening advents. Number 5.
Yeah. It's a sharpener for like lip liners and stuff.
And eye pencil. Yeah. I know, it's going so fast.
A sparkly charm that came from a vintage bracelet. Ooh.
Oh, that's very sparkly. It's really coming together, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks so pretty.
Hello. Well, it's the first time I've really picked the camera up after my early hello. I'm in Dan's car in a garden centre car park on the hunt for our new Christmas tree. Now, Dan came and had a look on Sunday and took pictures of the ones he liked, and I've just come to have a look as well. So between us we have chosen one and I've just bought it. Now, just over 20 years ago when we bought our first Christmas tree, the one we're replacing, it was £35. It's not £35 anymore to buy a Christmas tree. Anyway, I've got my receipt and now I have to go and find the customer collection point where apparently they will then put it in my car, which is why I'm in Dan's car, because a Christmas tree would not fit in my golf buggy of a car. I just don't know where I'm going.
Hey, do you remember 20-something years ago? Those cold nights in December and the sound of the falling snow, the fireplace warming us, the VHS movie box, your old broke down touring bus, and not a single cloud in the sky. If I could go back in time, I'd pack my bags right now. If I could play back, rewind, I wouldn't think twice. A pair of jeans and a dusty shirt, we didn't have a dime. No, you and me were poor as dirt, all we had was time. Hey, do you remember sneaking it out in the night? Me playing the Fender and you singing, oh, it's alright. Beating hearts full of lust, shiny stars over us, just a dream guiding us, and not a single cloud in the sky. If I could go back in time, I'd pack my bags right now. If I could play back my life, I wouldn't think twice. A pair of jeans and a dusty shirt, we didn't have a dime. No, you and me were poor as dirt.
I am home from my Christmassy expedition to get the tree. So that is still in its box in the living room. I'm hoping we might have time to put that up tonight. It's really difficult because with the kids being at work school, college, and Lilia's run for her Christmas show starts this week, and various things going on in the evening. It's really hard to actually find a time when we're all about to do it. Anyway, I'm just having my Advent tea. Not sure I'm going to like this one. It's alright. It's a sort of lemony, gingery one. It's okay. It's not as nice as the lovely sweet berries. I wanted to show you something that I got a couple of weeks ago in the post. Oh, I also wanted to show you something I bought. There was a craft fair. Oh, actually, I'll show you another thing. There was a craft fair over the road at the end of November. Lots of local people come. The same craft fair I talked about the other day where I bought the earrings. And I forgot to show you this gorgeous little pom-pom Santa decoration. There was an old lady had made loads and loads of them. And there were a couple of stalls actually selling them. And I couldn't resist. So he'll go probably on one of the door handles or the tree, the new tree. He's so cute. With his festive hat. I also got, there was a photographer there. It's just his hobby, he loves it, and he goes to craft fairs and he sells prints of his work. And I bought some of his prints. He was selling them, they were like £1 each. So I don't know where I'm going to put them, but I know I'll put them somewhere. I really thought this one was good. Strictly no landing, just being in the right place at the right time. Did he put his card in here so I can show you? Photosarius. Handmade cards, all with an original photo and blank for your own message. He's on Instagram as Photosarius122, so I will put that on the screen so you can look him up if you're interested. I also really like this one, which is on Dungeness, which I believe is the only designated desert in the UK, and it's here in Kent. Really, really like that. I love Dungeness. Might take you there when the weather's a bit warmer. But it's this one I really wanted to show you. So this is a beautiful picture of the sunset through the Midley Church ruins on Romney Marsh. Okay? Now I'm going to read you the little thing that he told me in person, but he puts this with anyone, gives this to anyone who buys this particular picture. This is a picture of Midley Church ruins on Romney Marsh. I took this picture in August many years ago, getting the sunset just perfect. A few years later, my wife had this put onto canvas for a Christmas present. Putting it up on the wall on Boxing Day, I kept looking at the picture and could see a strange, ghostly figure at the bottom part of the ruins. The more I looked, the more I could see the head, arms and the figure wearing a tie. Once you see the figure, it is all your mind is attracted to. The picture is now called the Vicar of Midley. So, I've showed, my mum could see it straight away, I could see it straight away. The girls struggled a little bit to see it, and Dan could see it as well. Now, I can see him, he's wearing a tie, he looks like he's wearing some kind of hat. So I'll show it to you again and you see if you can see the ghost. Let me know in the comments if you can see the ghost. I certainly can. It's all I can see now, is the ghost walking out of that stone, those ruins. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it funny how your mind makes sense of things? Yes, I just wanted to share that with you. And also, I had a little parcel from Barbara, and I am the very lucky recipient of her 22nd Sophie scarf. This is made out of, what did she say it was made out of? 100% Australian merino 8-ply. Because she's in New South Wales in Australia. So I am the recipient of her 22nd Sophie scarf. Now, I've never had one of these, so I'm not entirely sure the best way to wear it. This would be a lovely way to wear it, just like a little scarf. It's so lovely and warm and snug. But I've seen people sort of wear it in a jaunty fashion like that. That would also work. That would look nice with my coat, isn't it? Isn't it cool? So comfy, cosy and squidgy. And she even made some little sheepy stitch markers or progress keepers to go with it. So thank you, Barbara. I absolutely love this. I'm going to take the stitch markers off and pop those in my tin, and I'm going to add the scarf to my stash of knitwear by the front door. Okay, I've got a bit of paperwork to do now, and a bit of sorting and putting away and some filing. and I'm going to tick through my to-do list. And then I'm hoping I might be able to go and just sit down and do a bit of catching up on my Advent crochet. During Vlogtober, I was watching my lovely friend Suzanne over at Green Kinyons, and she said something that I'd never heard about, and it has changed my life. Well, that's a dramatic thing, but it was such a discovery. I couldn't believe I'd never heard of it. She was saying the stalk, you cut off the outer bits of the stalk of the broccoli. Missed a bit there. And she says her family calls this the cob of the broccoli. So this is not me. I'm not sharing anything I know. This is completely Suzanne at Green Kinyon. She is doing Vlogtober. I'd head over there. It's a lovely, cosy Vlogtober, and she's so enthusiastic about the decorations and the season and everything. So you trim all the bits off, and then you're left with the cob, and then you cut it into slices, and then you sprinkle it with salt, and then you eat it, and it is utterly, utterly delicious. Oh, so good, so good. So it's about 5 o'clock. It's quite early for getting dinner ready, but Phoebe's got trampolining tonight, so we're going to eat at about 6, and I want to get ahead and get everything prepared. We're going to have toad in the hole. It's not my favourite thing, but everybody else loves it, and so I'm doing some really lovely vegetables that are some of my favourites to kind of make me feel a bit better about it. So I'm doing some sautéed and like a sautéed cabbage. It's on a website called A Veg Taste from Atoz. Is that what it's called? And I'll link the recipe I use underneath, because it always comes out really nicely, and I really like it. I love Savoy cabbage. And we're going to have some roasted butternut squash and some broccoli, which you've just seen me eat in the middle of. And I'm making way too many vegetables because all of the leftovers are going to go into a big pot, and tomorrow night we're going to have bubble and squeak. We'll make some potatoes and chop those up as well to bulk it out and have bubble and squeak. So that's kind of 2 nights, getting ahead on tomorrow night, being a future friend. So I will also put the link below to the toad in the hole recipe I'm using. If you don't know what toad in the hole is, it is basically like a giant Yorkshire pudding. So like it's like flour, egg and milk, batter, and you heat the pan really, really hot with oil. You cook the sausages a bit, and then you pour the batter around it, and it rises like a giant Yorkshire pudding around the sausages. So yeah, everyone loves it. You have it with gravy and veg and stuff like that. So I'll put the link to the one I'm using, because I've never had much success with it until I used this recipe the last time, and it came out really well. So I'm really hoping that I'll have the same success this time now I'm filming it.
It's amazing. Leave it for 5 minutes, it all comes off.
Yeah. I just love cabbage.
I'm joking.
I'm just coming in to say good night and see you tomorrow. I've come up to, it's, what time is it? Oh, my watch has run out of battery. It's 7:15. Phoebe's at trampolining, Lilia's in the shower. Dan is on the sofa, still feeling a bit sorry for himself. And I've come upstairs with everything I could possibly need. I've got to do a bit of editing ahead of tomorrow, and also I remembered that I was supposed to film a podcast this week
for my knitting and crochet channel. Completely forgot. So I'm just doing all of my show notes. I have one of these exercise books, one of many, and I just work through them, fill them up, and then get another one. I've got a whole pack of them. So I'm just doing all my show notes ready for tomorrow. I've got my highlighters ready to highlight it all, make it look nice. And I'm doing a bit of planning for, I like to do a section called Patterns on My Radar, and it's so fun to do. So I've got my laptop here. I'm about to go through Ravelry looking for certain category of pattern to talk about. And yeah, so I'm going to say good night now, and then you'll see a bit of footage of the paper advent calendar, because I haven't opened that yet. I've got to light the advent candle as well, and then we're going to cozy down for a nice relaxing evening, I hope. Oh, and also we didn't put the tree up yet. We're probably going to put it up tonight when Phoebe's home, just to see if we like it and if it fits the space okay. And then tomorrow night we'll decorate it. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
If I could go back in time, I'd pack my bags right now. If I could play back, rewind, I wouldn't think twice. A pair of jeans and a dusty shirt, we didn't have a dime. No, you and me were poor as dirt, and all